Right, lads and lasses, gather around. Today, we're diving into a proper scrap. It's America's finest, battling it out for muscle car supremacy. In this corner, the Ford Mustang, a legend since before time itself. Next, the Dodge Charger, big, brash, and thirsty for fuel, much like your average American. And let's not forget the Chevy Camaro, trying to prove it's more than just Bumblebee's stunt double. Lastly, the Corvette, a bit posh for this lot, but we'll let it slide. Now, we'll be judging these titans on the things that truly matter, how fast they shift and how many quid they'll set you back, because, let's be honest, nobody buys these for their fuel economy, do they? This isn't about sensible hatchbacks. This is about raw power, the scent of burnt rubber, and the feeling that you might just take off at the next corner. So buckle up, hold on to your hats, and let's get down to business. First up, the Mustang. It's been around since the dinosaurs, or at least it feels that way. This ain't your granddad's Mustang, though, unless your granddad was a bit of a speed demon. The 2024 model comes with a range of engines, from a sensible-ish four-cylinder to a supercharged V8 that'll make your hair stand on end. Top speed? Well, that depends on how much you're willing to spend. But trust me, even the slow one ain't exactly slow. Think 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds for the top of the range beast. That's quicker than you can say stars and stripes. The Mustang's handling is surprisingly nimble for a car that looks like it was chiseled by Thor himself. It's happy carving corners, especially if you opt for the performance package. Just don't expect it to be a ballerina. This is a muscle car through and through. Next up, the Dodge Charger. This thing is an absolute unit. It's wider than a football field and about as subtle as a brick to the face. But that's what we love about it, isn't it? Under the hood, you'll find a selection of V8 engines, because why bother with anything less? The top-of-the-line Hellcat Reed-Eye wide-body... good heavens, the name alone is a mouthful. It packs a supercharged V8 that produces more horsepower than some small countries. 0 to 60, try 3.6 seconds. That's faster than you can say pass the burgers. Now, handling isn't exactly the Charger's forte. It's a big car and it feels it in the corners, but that's not what this car is about, is it? It's about going fast in a straight line, making a lot of noise, and generally announcing your arrival in the most American way possible. Section 4, Camaro Muscle Refined, kinda. Now for the Chevy Camaro, it's always been the slightly more refined, slightly less shouty option in the muscle car world. Don't let that fool you though, this thing can still move. Engine options range from a turbocharged four-cylinder to a naturally aspirated V8. The range-topping ZL1 model gets a supercharged V8 that'll give the Mustang and Charger a run for their money. 0 to 60 in around 3.5 seconds. Not too shabby, Chevy, not too shabby, but the real surprise is how well the Camaro handles. It's surprisingly agile for a muscle car, especially in the corners. It's like Chevy took a Mustang, gave it a dose of manners, and then unleashed it on the track. Who knew refinement could be so much fun? Section 5, Corvette. Stingray still bites. Ah, the Corvette. It's a bit like the posh cousin who shows up to a family barbecue in a tuxedo. It's still American muscle, but with a touch of class. The 2024 Corvette Stingray packs a mid-mounted V8 engine that'll make your heart skip a beat. 0 to 60? How does a mind-bending 2.9 seconds sound? That's quicker than you can say Corvette. And the handling? Oh, the handling. This thing sticks to the road like glue on a toupee. It's practically begging you to push it harder to explore its limits. But here's the kicker. The Corvette is also surprisingly comfortable. It's the kind of car you could happily drive every day, not just on track days. It's the best of both worlds. Section $6 and speed.